This is from the Petty Corner. I'm Petty Diana, and today I have Josh Newson here with me today. Welcome to the Petty Corner.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful.
The last time we saw you, it was on season 3, and hopefully we get to see you back soon. But you do have a little pettiness in you, because after you knocked out Raiden, you just, started rocking the baby. Where'd that pettiness come from?
Um, uh, Rita was talking a lot up until the fight, and usually doesn't bother me, but it got to me a little bit. So I was irritated when I was going into the fight, and that was I did a little something at the end just to get back at him for all the barking he was doing.
Yeah, well, I hope we see more of it, because I love all the pettiness.
Yeah,
If
they say it's good for your stock, to showboat a little bit. So I could definitely do that.
Yeah, well, I'll be watching for it the next time we see you up there. If you can challenge any celebrity to a power slap match, who would it be and why?
Any celebrity? Jake Paul.
He's like the most common answer.
He's he's huge. I mean, why not?
Yeah, well, I think he's like a heavyweight now. I think the match with Tyson that's coming up, he'll be
Yeah,
a heavyweight.
he's always been big though. I mean, Jake Paul and Logan Paul have always been big, but hey,
Yeah.
that'd be like immediate clout. I'm with it. I do it.
And who was the pettiest guest in the house?
The pettiest in the house,
Mm-hmm.
probably DeFrank.
DeFrank?
Yeah, DeFrank.
That's the first time I heard that. Usually it's like James or I don't know, but anyway, I need to know all the things. How did you get into Power Slap? Like you were in the army and all that, but what made you transition from the army into Power Slap? Do you have like a combat sports background or anything?
Well, yeah, I've always been in combat sports. I was a wrestler in high school. Um, ninth grade through 12th. Qualified for states and regionals plenty of times. Did plenty of those, and I kept it going. So when I got in the military and did the combat training and all that, and so it's always been a consistent thing with me. And funny enough, after I got out of the military for a while, I was a youth mentor for like troubled teens, boys, and they were watching Power Slap. And we were joking and stuff. Oh, you should go up there, blah blah blah. And then one of them brought me a phone. Was like, here, this is how you sign up. So I signed up for it, and then I got an email from Erica, and they were like, oh yeah, you got to go up there now, blah blah blah. And here we are.
That's so awesome. Do you still work with them today?
Yeah, well, I keep in contact with some of them. They graduated from the program, so they're no longer there. But I keep in contact with a lot of them. They've seen my fights and everything.
And what do they say about it? They're
Uh,
like, can I can't believe you did that, or
Yeah, pretty much. They was like, you can't go up there and get knocked out, then you can't come back to work because we're gonna make fun of you. I was like, that's not happening. You don't have to worry about that. So we'll go up there. I'm gonna put on a show for y'all.
I love that. Do you still do that line of work though?
Right now I do security. Once the because we have new youth that come in. So once my group graduated from the program, I left and just started doing security.
Oh, nice. Okay, and then you grew up in North Carolina and you did join the Army. Where were you stationed? Did you get to travel a lot when you were there?
I went Virginia, Missouri, Texas. There's more. I'm missing it. Georgia. There's one more. There's one more I can.
Where was your favorite place you went with the military?
My favorite place? Uh, Probably Texas. Texas.
Texas.
It was right on the border. It was right by New Mexico, so there was always a bunch of stuff to do. So the weekends was great, and then we even drove to Vegas a few times. It was about 10-hour drive. So we drove to Vegas a few times. It was fun. I think Texas was the best place.
I love it. I was also stationed in Texas for a little while when I was in the military, so I can relate. I did love it. What made you want to join the military? Did you go like right out of high school into it?
Um, After high school, well, I was supposed to go to college for sports, but I got in trouble and lost some scholarships. And then after that, me and a friend moved to Florida for a year, blew all of our money, and then I was like, okay, now I have to do something. So then I started talking to a recruiter, and he was telling me all types of good stuff. And then I joined the Army.
Oh, I love it. Do you feel like, I don't know what kind of trouble you got into, but it sounds like you work with trouble kids now. Do you feel like you do that line of work now because of like the trouble you were in your past and kind of help prevent kids from doing that?
Yeah, I feel like most troubled people just need somebody they can relate to a little bit. And I think that's where the disconnect comes, because most of the people are like squeaky clean, and no trouble kid wants to listen to somebody that has like never done anything. So I feel like I can connect with you a little bit. I know I've done a lot of crazy stuff, and so they just connect a little more, and they actually listen.
Yeah, I love that. You're like paying it forward or paying it back, whatever. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay, let's talk about your time in the house. Like, what was it like when you showed up there? I know living in that house can kind of be like a pressure cooker for some people. How was your experience there?
Um, the house for me was pretty chill. I didn't have a problem with the no phone or being away from family or whatever, because obviously I was in the military, so we've done that plenty of times, so that was pretty normal. I was chilling most of the time. I was upstairs or in the pool relaxing. I was out of the way. Everybody was arguing and bickering, so that was TV for me. I was sitting back enjoying it. I loved to watch the people fuss and fight. That's just like live entertainment. The food, you can ask for whatever type of food you want. I was living good. I was like, I could do this for like another month or so. This is good. You pick up the phone and you ask them, hey, I need this, and they bring it up for you. That's living the life for me.
Would you ever go back if they called you for another season?
I would definitely go back for sure. For
Love it.
sure, I would
Would you
definitely.
want to coach?
Would I want to coach? I think I could do that. I think
Yeah.
I
What
could
was
do
it
that.
like having Austin as your coach?
I love Austin. Usually, I don't gravitate towards louder people, but it's hard not to like Austin. He's like, his energy just is contagious. It
Yeah,
just
he's
makes
a
you
funny
wanna.
character.
He's hilarious. The guy's hilarious. I don't see how people don't like him.
Yeah. But since the show, what have you been doing like work wise to like, to stay ready to get a call and yeah, like your training and all that kind of stuff. What does that look like for you?
Um, I've I've never stopped training. That's why I think I have an edge on most people, because most of the guys, they they haven't started training until they join Power Slap. But I'm always ready. Like I've never, since I was a kid and started sports, I've never stopped working out. I work out every day, all the time. I stay active. I stay fit all the time. Gym, running, whatever it is, sports, every day, all the time. So I'm always ready, no matter what the call is. I'm like 5 pounds above my weight, which is nothing. It's all water. So
Love it. I have been saying this since the show was airing, but you're going to be like a sleeper in this division because you don't have like a really loud persona, but you do like funny, petty things. And then like went up there and you showed out. So I mean, you're going to be one to watch out for. But could we ever see you moving down to 170?
I could do it. I Yeah, I could do 170. I used to be around that weight when I was active in the military, because I was doing a whole lot more running. Now I'm just fat, I like to eat. So I could be 170. It'd take a lot more discipline, because I like my burgers and stuff. So I'd have
Yeah.
to cut all of that off. But I could make 170 if I needed to.
Yeah. But you are in one of the most exciting divisions right now. I feel like since Power Slap 8, the middleweight division we have not been able to stop talking about. And then on Power Slap 9, there was 3 middleweight matches on there. What do you see is next for you in the division? Like realistically?
Man, I really want, the guys from season 3. I really want the Chief and Godfrey, so I can just put out there that I am the best middleweight from season 3, right? And then once that's accomplished, then I can work on the other guys. Because I'm already
Yeah.
irritated that they decide to put me at number 10, and then you put the Chief and Godfrey above me, and then the Chief goes out there and loses. No offense to him, but that irritated me. I didn't like that at all. So the next person they put me against is going to feel all of that. But I want the people from season 3.
Yeah. I can see that how that could be irritating. I know some people weren't happy with the rankings, but I think maybe, I mean, this is just pure speculation, but they have more matches than you, so maybe that's why they put you there. But I mean, you just keep working. You go out there and show them why you deserve higher. Because on the show, you said you need to be a high rank, and you'll go through all of them one at a
Oh yeah,
time.
oh yeah, for sure. And I think that's the best way. Honestly, I rather them put me with the lower ranking people first. I don't want you to jump me all the way up to number 3 or whatever. I want to go through everybody, so that way there's no conversation of you might not be better than this guy or this guy.
Yeah, and experience does play a factor. Now I feel like.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. You got the lights. You got this. You got the just getting used to the setting itself. Could be a little nerve wracking. So experience is definitely a big factor in it. But I just think I'm better than a lot of guys.
Yeah. Well, how nervous, I know, because you're talking about the lights and everything, like how nervous were you when you had to go on stage in the Apex?
Um, not too nervous at all. Like I said, I've done. It's honestly, it's no difference for me from wrestling in high school. Like when you're in the States, there's a huge crowd. You're in colleges and it's packed. They love it. So there's no difference from just wrestling on them or when I was in the army and we did our tournaments. Just once again, it's packed crowd whether it was outside or inside. So performing in front of people is not new to me.
I can't do it. I can't. I can't like
It's
I get like stage fright and stuff.
it kind of once the competition starts, everything else is just gone. Like
Yeah.
it's like completely don't notice. Even when I was on stage and I seen the fights for the first time, I didn't even notice the catchers behind me. I was solely
Wow.
focused on just them, me and the opponent that I didn't notice the catchers until we played the video back. I blocked everything out.
Yeah. Well, since season 3, I know I think it was the first episode, Dana was like, okay, the finale is gonna be in Abu Dhabi. Do you have your passport?
No,
Why not? I'm gonna grill all you season 3 guys. Like, why didn't
because
you get your
I
passport
never
yet?
needed it. I was in the army. I didn't need a passport. That was my passport.
Yeah.
So we could
But
travel regardless.
I know, but okay, well, you know what? Next week, go work on it because
But
Saudi Arabia is coming up, and you never know when you're gonna get the call. Like,
yeah.
look what happened when Dakota's match fell out. I've been getting on everyone's butt
Oh yeah, yeah, true. I'm
because they
definitely
called people
working
and they
on
didn't
it.
have passports.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'll
Yeah,
definitely be
yeah. Go to
ready.
the post
But if
office
it's
and get one.
anything in the States, I'm there. If it's in the
Yeah,
States as of right now, I'm there 100%. I gotta get a passport though. You're right.
yeah, no, yeah. Definitely go work on that next week. Do you have anything new and exciting coming out that you want to share with the fans?
As of right now, no, not really. Um, I'm I'm staying focused. You know, everyday life, work, training, keeping my mental strong, keeping my physical strong. I'm just waiting for this next event. But they've already
Yes.
told me that I'm going to be on Power Slap 10, supposedly, right? But they haven't told me a matchup yet. But I'm supposed to be there. Flight booked, everything, supposed to be there. But they haven't given me a matchup yet. But we do have about, 29 days left until then. So
Yep.
if I ever get an update, it'll be all over social media for sure.
Well, that's awesome. I'm so excited because, the season finale, we didn't really get to see a whole bunch of season 3 people on there. So I'm hoping we see more on this new card. But how crazy would that be if they were just like, hey, you have a match, you don't know who you're going against, and you just show up and you just, that day they tell you.
I honestly, I would like to know, but it's not necessary for me. I'm good. Like I train every day with the mindset of whoever it is. I gotta go through everybody eventually, right? So you
Yeah.
pick them, and I'll knock them down, and you pick the next one. Like it's fine.
But that would be so fun if they did like a power slap like that one day. Like just, I guess maybe just put the main event on there or just. You know what I mean? And then just have everyone show up and they don't know who they're fighting.
That'd be pretty. That'd be pretty good. That'd be a mystery event where you don't know who's what. I'd like that. I'd watch that. Just a
That
mystery
seems like it'd
event
be
where you
fun.
don't know till it's live. That
Yeah.
that would bother a lot of people, fighters, because they need that mental picture to help them
Uh-huh.
perform. So that I think that would be a great loop to throw.
Yeah. Because there's probably like different technique aspects you can work on for certain people
Yeah, for
because of
sure.
their swings or whatever. I don't know. What do I know? I've never done it before.
I'm sure there's definitely because you got people like Raiden, who's a pretty shorter. And then you got Fabricio, who's what 6'2". So definitely, definitely can do things with height that you can focus on. If you don't know who you're going against, then you
Yeah.
just have to hope your normal technique is enough to pull it out.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time. I look forward to seeing who they match you up with or, just finding out on Power Slap 10 Day.
It just might be.
And I'll see you in Vegas because I'll be there.
I can't wait to see you there.
Yes. And then for those of you at home, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, all that good shit. See you next Tuesday and stay petty, bitches.